All right, guys. So this topic, what we're gonna talk about today is it's gonna be a tough conversation to have, if I'm honest with you guys, because it may come off the wrong way. It's not the intent. I hope that I deliver the message in a way that you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, scrolling through Instagram, which that's where I spend most of my time on Instagram, I always see posts about kids being accepted to a school. And I notice that there's this particular pride in being accepted to a D1 school, and rightfully so. I think in itself is an accomplishment because it's considered the highest level in the collegiate level is D1. And I want to caution people, and I don't want to do so where it comes from like a negative standpoint. It comes more from I care. Because what sticks to me is seeing when you get those posts that athletes don't understand that they're worth more than themselves as just athletes. Like they don't understand that. You probably understand what I'm talking about. So the reason why I want to talk about it is I want to caution parents on focusing too much on the athletic career. Um, yes, it's always something to celebrate. And I use the D1, you know, thing because I think it's the thing that I see the most. And I don't blame parents. I'm a parent, dude. I was super proud of my kid for just even making it to the collegiate level at any level. So I can only imagine how you feel being that they reached the highest level. So I don't fault you, but I just want to respectfully and kindly and lovingly just remind you, understand that you got to balance that. Understand that you have to balance that talking to them, letting them know that you're proud of them, that it's not playing D1 or playing D2, D3, NAIA, whatever it is that they play. That's not why you're proud of them. You're proud of them because they're your child. And whatever they accomplish, you're proud of them. And yes, some accomplishments are more prestigious than others in the eyes of other people, but in the end, when it all comes down and it ends, because it all ends at some point, they mean a lot to you because they're them. And I say that to you because a lot of students, a lot of athletes, a lot of young people, they make the they make themselves to only be worth what they're worth on the pitch. It's such a weird thing to see athletes do that. And it's not unique to soccer. You see this with athletes across all, sports. Is they don't see their value outside of the game. And I think it's something that it's fine when it's like to strangers because they may not know you, they may not value you other than you're a part of the team. But to us as family and people that love them, I think that it's something that we have to be aware of and we really have to push. We have to make an effort to let them know how much they mean to us as people, how much we love them, how much we care about them. And I know that sounds crazy. You probably could be watching this and be like, yeah, I totally do. Totally. But be careful when you put too much celebration and emphasis on their accomplishment too. And I use D1 as an example because that's the one that I see the most on celebrating too hard that they're there and saying it too much because they're listening. They see your posts, they see what you say. And when you're pushing so hard, like, yeah, my kid's a D1 athlete. Yeah, they play D1. Like, yeah, I'm so proud of her. She plays D1. If you constantly say that, they hear that and they understand that their large part of their worth is based and tied to being that D1 athlete. So the question becomes is when that ends, whether it's freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, or even senior year. It could be that injury ends their career. It could be that things don't work out with that program and they have to go to a D2 school, for example, or they have to go to a D3 or an NAIA school, or they play all throughout and then they graduate college and they don't make it pro. And at some point, they're gonna have to process their worth, and I mean not the worth. They're gonna have to process their transition, and along with that transition, they have to assess their worth, I guess you can say, because they tie their worth to being an athlete, to being that D1 star, to being that professional player, even. Um, and I'm talking to my fellow parents because I think we are the ones that carry the responsibility to let them know and remind them that we're not proud of you because you play D1. We're proud of you because you're our kid, you're our daughter, you're our son. We're proud of you because you're worth everything to us. We do everything because we just want to be a part of your life. And when it's all said and done, we're going to love you. And we hope that every single day, and I'm saying this because I talk to my kid. My daughter, she's a junior in college, and I use my younger daughter as an example. And I even, my older daughter never played college. My younger daughter played in college, and things didn't work out for her, but she's not playing now. She's a junior, and I have tried so hard to let her know that her value to me was always just being her, just being you. I love this kid. My oldest one, she was never at that level that college was an option, and I was super proud of her. I love her. I care about her so much, and I understood that that transition was going to be hard for them, not because I was an athlete, but because I went through that. For me, some of you guys know that I'm a military veteran, um, but I think I'm one of the the gun ho veterans because all I wanted to do ever was to be in the military. That was just my dream for some reason. That's all I wanted to do was my identity. It's what I wanted to be. And that was cut short when I was medically discharged. So I went through that kind of process of, having it taken away, having my identity taken from me. And then I know what it's like to struggle and have to redefine myself. So I take that experience and then I kind of shift it over to understanding what they were going to potentially deal with. And I knew that this would come at some point. At some point, it was going to end, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's pro, like it doesn't matter. It always comes to an end, man. And I just that transition period, I didn't I didn't want them to question that. So I'm sharing this with you guys to balance when you celebrate their accomplishment of being accepted, make sure you balance it with saying how much you love them, how much they mean to you, how much you're going to miss them, how it's going to be so different with them not there. You're going to miss the little things. I'm going to miss you, not being here in the morning. I'm going to miss seeing you after school and asking you how your day went, giving you a hug in the morning when I go off to work. All those things that do matters to you and that you will miss, make sure that you let them know so that if they ever question their value, they know that there is at least one person in this world, maybe two, depends if both parents in the world are there. One, maybe two, maybe more if they're siblings or close relatives or whatever that are in the picture. You want them to know that they are loved and they have value beyond their accomplishments on the field. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And I hope it comes off the right way, just because I never want to come off like I'm trying to minimize an accomplishment that my kids never made, because it doesn't come from there. It comes from the heart where I just I know athletes struggle with this, and since I have a platform where I talk to parents, I'm hoping that I can share this with you so that you can try to balance, what you celebrate and be aware of the challenge that they have when their identity shifts, so that you can help them with that, so that they know that to mom and dad, they love me, they care about me, regardless of where I play, how I play, or how long I play. And when this comes to an end, I have people waiting for me with open arms that love me for me and don't care about me as an athlete. To the next one, guys.